have no idea, do you?
Yes, well then, why don't you just... June with much valor.
I know how to push Namari's buttons. And what... Okay, Tong, look, you don't... Will you help us? Okay. Yeah, I knew you could. Nah. Oh, I happened to bring Fang's gem, did you? Never mind. Yep, she's a dragon. Did you just hit me with
A dragon?
In that obvious big guy? Dangerous. You're not the only...
American animated fantasy action-adventure film Raya and the Last Dragon was released by Walt Disney Pictures in 2021. It was made by Walt Disney Animation Studios. Mindless ghosts called Druin wreak havoc on Kumandra, a thriving world where people coexist with dragons, turning everything alive in their path to stone. Half a millennium later, Chief Benja of the Heart Tribe keeps the gem and raises his little daughter Raya as a warrior princess. Benja hosts a feast for the 5 tribes because he thinks Kumandra can be reunited with them. Raya becomes friends with Namahari, the Fang tribe's princess, at the feast, and she receives a dragon pendant from her. Raya shows her the gem's room because she believes Namahari, but Namahari betrays Raya. Raya is pursued by Namahari, who wants to get the gem shards for the Fang tribe. Since each gem shard they find grants Sisu access to one of her brother's magical abilities, Raya, who is skeptical of their new friends, demands that Sisu continue to pass for a human. However, in spying, Sisu comes out as a human in order to save Raya from Namahari.
Just wait here, okay? Talking for 5 seconds, I need to reach the lock. Evidence. You locked me in the basement. Tell them all about your little party.
It's going great until Manny got us. Did you guys empty the dishwasher?
See you soon. In my room.
Over the weekend, Susan and Frank Heffley tell their sons that Manny would be spending the night at their grandmother's house while they go on a trip. Seeing this as an opportunity to throw a party, Roderick connives to get Greg and Rolly Jefferson, his closest buddy, to organize the gathering on his behalf. Greg makes sure everything is flawless since he is thrilled that his brother is showing an interest in him. Unaware of Roderick's deceit, Greg and Rolly are imprisoned in the basement prior to the celebration. Greg snaps photographs of the celebration, unscrews the doorknob, and prepares to use them as leverage against his brother. When they are freed in the morning, Greg approaches Roderick and rickrolls the party guests. Susan calls to let them know that Manny would be returning home early. Greg finally agrees to help Roderick clean up after some convincing, but only if his brother treats him better going forward.
So I moved John out of his apartment. And with Odie became my most trusted. And that's why we should go from Sunday to... Odie! You fill my heart with the business. But my life was a perfect souffle.
Pets to bother you.
Everyone on Midnight Snack. Rewarded. Cupcakes. Slap me across the face. Credit card number memorized 5552. With an insult. I'm 3 to get back here. I am not kidding here.
The well-known, lasagna-loving, Monday-hating indoor cat Garfield, played by Chris Pratt, is going on an exciting outdoor excursion. Garfield and Odie are kidnapped one night while preparing a midnight snack out of all the leftovers in the refrigerator by Roland and Nolan, a Whippet and a Shar-Pei, who take them to an abandoned mall as hostages. The dogs lead him to the diva show cat and criminal master Jinx's hidden lair. When Garfield welcomes Vic's arrival to save them, he finds out that Vic is the absentee father who abandoned Garfield in the alley long ago. The insane Persian cat Jinx, the leader of the dogs, shows up to get vengeance with Vic for abandoning her during a milk theft at Lactose Farms, only to be apprehended and put in jail. She hesitantly promises to forgive Vic provided he, Garfield, and Odie go into Lactose Farms and take a significant amount of milk as payment for her incarceration, and Roland and Nolan watch them intently. The next morning, John discovers that Garfield and Odie have vanished, but he finds it difficult to get in touch with anybody to assist in their quest.
Your surf off their turf. Late. Oh, I'm late. It always will be.
We love you, John.
Whatever you want. That's much work ceremony. What this staff has the power to travel the all-new Dragon Warrior King and the Bean on the free-range chicken gang, monkeys, hot uppers, and the mongooses. Is it mongoose? Just because they're not here in person doesn't mean they're not. He really captured your disapproving scout. Oh, coming! How could I forget? I thought I'd never met you, adoring fan.
Send my scroll.
Verse? We have to me by Master Oogway himself, Lord of the Spirit Realm. And now we're blushing bright from biting his head off. Picture. Okay. Now.
Kung Fu Panda 4 is a 2024 American animated martial arts comedy film made by DreamWorks Animation and distributed by Universal Pictures. It is the fourth Kung Fu Panda film and the sequel to Kung Fu Panda 3, 2016. Mike Mitchell directed the film, Stephanie Marstein co-directed it, Darren Lemke wrote the screenplay with Jonathan Eibel and Glenn Berger, and Rebecca Huntley produced it. Jack Black, Dustin Hoffman, James Hong, Bryan Cranston, and Ian McShane reprise their roles from the previous films, while Awkwafina, Kiwi Kwan, Ronnie Chieng, Laurie Tan Chin, and Viola Davis play new characters. In the film, Poe, Black, who must identify and train his successor as the next Dragon Warrior, partners up with Fox Bandit Zhen, Awkwafina to combat Wicked Sorceress the Chameleon, Davis before she takes all Kung Fu Masters' powers in China.
We just got attacked by a Bergen.
Branch, shh. I have to know that. It could still be out there.
You go to Bergen Town with me and save everyone. We need you. You just want to hide here forever?
Said I was crazy, huh? Well, who's
Now I don't know what to do.
Anytime, Poppy. See you in 10 years.
Oh, hey, Branch?
No. Whoa, wait! Pop, wait. You won't last a day out there.
Don't worry, Dad. I love you too, Dad. Bye, everybody! See you soon!
When Poppy visits Branch's bunker to beg for assistance, he declines. To Branch's chagrin, Poppy then leads the remaining trolls back inside the bunker before heading off on her own to find her pals. Branch is tricked into assisting Princess Poppy, Anna Kendrick, who is the daughter of King Peppy who led the trolls in their escape all those years ago, in saving her pals. Reluctantly allowed to stay in Branch's survival bunker, the remaining trolls seek sanctuary there, but Poppy goes off on her own to save her comrades. After she puts herself in a number of possibly fatal circumstances, Branch, who believes her search is futile, grudgingly pursues her only to help her leave his cramped bunker.
Getting this?
Oh, like you could do any better, Pipsqueak.
I'll show you, Chris.
Anyway, about the treat. I don't know about you, but, to really understand everything, I'm gonna... Oh, and stormy night. I'll be right back.
You hungry, little guy? Very hungry. Can I bring... You know what? No, make it family.
And you should spend serious money on...
It was an interesting dinner. You're really cute. But, no, don't cry. You don't have a home, do you?
Based on Jim Davis's comic strip Garfield, the Garfield movie is an animated adventure comedy released in 2024. The Garfield movie had its world debut on May 19, 2024, at Grauman's Chinese Theater in Los Angeles. On May 24, 2024, Columbia Pictures and Sony Pictures Releasing distributed the film in the United States. Along with his closest buddy Odie, a beagle dog, and their owner John Arbuckle, Garfield is an obese, lethargic orange tabby cat that enjoys a luxurious existence. One rainy, gloomy night when Garfield was a tiny cat, he finds himself abandoned in an alley. He pursues the aroma of something tasty while feeling scared, wet, and hungry to discover John chowing down on a gooey, wonderful pizza. After John offers Garfield a nibble, young Garfield swiftly swallows the entire pizza. Afterwards, John adopts Odie, a dog, and Garfield. They grow into a devoted family that enjoys weekly lasagna dinners. Garfield is content with his luxurious indoor cat lifestyle. The voice cast of the Garfield movie included, among others, Chris Pratt as the sardonic and slothful orange tabby cat Garfield, Samuel L. Jackson as Garfield's biological father who has been alienated from him, and Snoop Dogg as Morris, a blue Maine Coon with an eye patch and another of Vic's former crew members.
The universe. Be the pit. All right, universe. Inner peace. Inner peace. When you keep talking to me, technically, do I have in there? You do not want to know. Cookie? Universe? Justice! Here! You've got access.
Oh no! Thought you took its stick.
I am the dragon! How dare you, you're a Master Pangolin!
Whoopsie.
Which I've already...
Feels kind of creepy.
No! Ow.
Let go of me! Fully of Peace Prison? Sounds like a daycare.
Dragon Warrior!
He's back!
He said that he's not going to stop until...
Like I'm not the only one around here with a mystery. Aww.
Snow peas?
Poe simply wants to hang around and enjoy himself with the valley's animals. The rest of the creatures can't have enough of this dude. When Poe finally opens up, Shifu urges him to locate a replacement quick for the dragon fighter. Much to Pos's chagrin, he is so annoyed but still goes up the steps to the Jade Palace. The 5 candidates perform the next day, and Poe finds it difficult to choose one. He ultimately lets his finger do the choosing, which infuriates Shifu. When Poe returns to the palace, he discovers someone breaking in covertly and trying to take stuff. Some is stealing items from Dam Palace. Poe finds out is the fox. Poe fights the fox, his name happens to be Zhen, and once again Poe wins effortlessly, and Zhen the fox is sent to prison right after. Later, the villagers tells Poe of Tai Lung's comeback. The return of Tai Lung makes Poe go to visit Zhen in prison, who had given him a clue earlier.
Say leaves!
That's it!
Unbelievable, guys. Really. The Bergens.
Oh boy.
The Bergens are coming! Big, loud, crazy, Bergen-proof survival bunker.
Bergens are coming! Ah! Party pooper to poop on your body.
What do you say, Branch?
Oh, whoa, easy, Grunt. Again? But just for now. Positive you all are going to get eaten.
Our hearts are synchronizing.
Loudest!
The craziest party.
Oh my god.
Poppy, who is currently portrayed by Anna Kendrick, leads the trolls in singing while they reside in the forest. Her father Peppy, voiced by Jeffrey Tambor, is king, and among her troll friends are Biggie, voiced by James Corden, a large troll who has a worm friend named Mr. Dinkles, Guy Diamond, voiced by Kunal Nair, a fart-spewing autotune character, Cooper, voiced by Ron Funches, a troll that resembles a giraffe, the fashionistas Saturn and Chenille, voiced by Ino Jarwo and Caroline Helt, and Creek, voiced by Russell Brand, a troll with a zen-like appearance. To celebrate their arrival at this house, Poppy is having a party that day. Branch, voiced by Justin Timberlake, the lone troll who is never joyful, is drab and perpetually gloomy. He declines Poppy's invitation to the celebration, staying inside a bunker to keep safe from the Bergens.
Oh my god.
That's it. Ooh, I have an idea.
How do you activate it?
Kill it. You were saying? No, 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 you're evil.
What we're going to do? Don't soak your brain.
Who you talking to? She's getting a little sweet in her. The axe murderer brainwash.
Your nephew's money like that?
I feel like I'm sending my kid off to school for the...
Partly Italian. Taco gratin. Call me old-fashioned, but happy Mother's Day. Hello? Can you even... Whoops! Butterfingers. Can I borrow your remote?
Dr. Glickenstein creates a massive, hideous creature out of human tissue and implants the evil bone, which is the key to ultimate evil, into the monster's finger. The giant, Molly Shannon, mispronounces the word evil and changes it to Eva, which becomes her name. Igor believes that the evil bone has not fully activated, so he takes Eva to the brainwash right away and forces her to view graphic horror film. In the middle of the treatment, Brain flips the channel without thinking, which makes Eva adopt the demeanor of a generous Hollywood actress. She finally agrees to comply with Igor when he takes this to his advantage and tells her that the fair is an audition for the part of Annie in the well-known musical. Eva becomes Igor a close friend, and she encourages him to change.
No, 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 you're evil.
Seriously? This is not sadness. It's about who she needs to. What can we do? What can we do without you? What do you think, sadness? It's feeling jealousy. I hope it's okay. I know I'm not. I told you not to freak her out. They're about to say that at the same time. This is more than I remember saying back to you. No, so, bring up that. This is our only way back. Where are you going? This is what happens when you grow up. No, no. Except for the rest of us, huh?
I really don't like it.
Anger. Oh, Fauci! I have lots of items. Jetpack or plane or something.
Inside Out 2 follows Riley, voiced by Kensington Tallman 2 years after the events of the first film, and she is at the top of her game. She has two incredible closest friends, she leads her hockey team to victory, and she receives excellent marks in school. At headquarters, too, everything is going according to plan. Joy, Amy Poehler, firmly in charge, but she also remembers to give space to sadness, Phyllis Smith, anger, Lewis Black, fear, Tony Hale, replacing Bill Hader, and disgust, Liza Lapira, replacing Mindy Kaling. Riley becomes 13 years old, and puberty hits hard when a wrecking team arrives to demolish HQ and make space for a host of new feelings, including ennui, Adele Exarchopoulos, anxiety, Maya Hawke, envy, Ayo Edebiri, and embarrassment, Paul Walter Hauser. As the various emotions attempt to reconcile and get along, Riley goes to a hockey camp where there is competition and finds out some unexpected and unwanted news. Riley begins to slide into self-doubt as anxiety tries to take control, endangering her fundamental identity. Is it possible for Joy and the others to regain balance and save the girl? It might work if they can get through her stream of consciousness and steer clear of a couple very big sarcasms. This is a simple yet moving tale of joy and anxiety, who both come to the realization that personality cannot be replicated. Riley is just reflecting Val rather than herself, since she is so preoccupied with winning Val's favor and disproving her former closest buddies. Additionally, she is so consumed by her competitive needs that she only feels fulfilled when she wins Val's praise or establishes her superiority over her rivals. In order to achieve an intoxicating style that feels gentle, fun, and safely crowd-pleasing while dealing with the pressure of being a teenage girl trying to conform to the lofty standards set by other teenage girls, the film masterfully bounces through visually stunning bursts of color and whimsy. Watching anxiety transform Riley into a blank character while joy and the other emotions trace through the recesses of Riley's mind makes for a mostly satisfying structure. But the new feelings don't stick in your memory as much as the main characters did in the previous movie. Envy is a rather subdued emotion for one that is so strong. There are times when embarrassment is appropriate, especially when combined with sadness. After a quick start, Ennui's act becomes a little overdone. After all, being French naturally lends itself to moodiness.
Skills. Observe. Roll ball 8 times. Get up 7. Practice. Practice. 147 times the charm.
Dude! Error!
What's all the darn noise? I don't know. Demand them anymore.
What is this? A volcano?
Gary!
This.
Owned and operated by Tsunami.
SpongeBob, looky here. Right back in this big old
Texas! 10-4, good buddy.
Sandy exits her tree dome and begins to sing a song about herself at the beginning of the movie. She explores the town on her robotic horse, Sparky, and studies fragments of marine life for her vocation in marine biology. When she comes to a stop in front of Conch Street, SpongeBob appears to demonstrate a jellyfishing technique he has been working on. A massive claw suddenly appears over the town. While Sandy rescues SpongeBob, Sparky loses his back. As Patrick, Gary, and all of his buddies are hauled out of the water, SpongeBob looks on in despair. Sandy looks through her binoculars to see the emblem of the lab she works for, BOOTS, which is located in Galveston, Texas. Sandy calls BOOTS, Kyle, and Phoebe, her fellow scientists, as SpongeBob sobs. The communication is subsequently interrupted. However, the broadcasters disclose that her lab is now run by Tsunami, is connected to Gushing Falls Water Park, and sells Sea Pals toys. In an attempt to learn the truth, Sandy makes the decision to travel to Texas with SpongeBob. Together, they ascend to the surface via a thermal vent. After hopping on the wing of an oncoming aircraft, they travel over Galveston before Sandy, gliding like a squirrel in the air, lowers SpongeBob to the ground. The residents of Bikini Bottom are terrified when they return to BOOTS and realize they are now imprisoned in a water tank. After using the computer to make sure everyone is in the tank, Phoebe and Kyle discover that Sandy and SpongeBob are gone. Sue comes in and tends to her mutant pet fish, Fishy, while belting out her own rap theme tune.
Congratulations, sir.
In The Sorcerer's Apprentice, written by Paul Dukas, prompted by Goethe's poem, Der Zauberlehrling, from 1797, Mickey Mouse, the youthful pupil of Yen Sid, tries to perform some of his master's magic feats but is unable to do so. The titular character of Mickey Mouse's The Sorcerer's Apprentice summons a broom to life so that it may carry water for him. However, they wind up flooding the entire castle since they forgot the secret formula to halt them. The 1940 animated picture Fantasia was distributed widely by RKO Radio Pictures and created by Walt Disney Productions. The third film in the Disney animated canon, it was produced by Ben Sharpstein and directed by Joe Grant and Dick Humer. The movie is composed of 8 animated sections with Leopold Stokowski conducting classical music. Subsequently, the movie was re-released several times, with different versions of the film featuring deleted, altered, or restored original material and audio. Fantasia is the 22nd highest-grossing movie in American history as of 2012, having brought in $76.4 million from domestic sales after accounting for inflation. Fantasia 2000, the follow-up, was co-produced by Walt Disney's nephew Roy E. Disney and debuted in 1999. Since its first release, the movie has amassed a sizable cult following and is recognized by the film industry as a turning point in the development of the contemporary music video. Franchises frequently rely on nostalgia, so it's simple to get sucked into Inside Out 2, which succeeds only because of how fantastically the original one did. The new film enjoyably recreates the delights of the original while adhering to its unique framework, concept, and visual style. Mann makes small adjustments here and there, snooping into a few dark new areas that never go too dark. He also creates a stunning sequence when anxiety spirals out of control, a breakdown that is shown as a fast-spinning orange vortex. It's a visually captivating, appropriately frightening depiction of severe inner upheaval that shocks the film as much as you. It's a perfect illustration of Pixar's ability to translate concepts into pictures, some of which even manage to breach the security of its pleasant vision with breathtaking shocks. This sleek, well-executed follow-up, which was directed by Kelsey Mann, centers mostly on Riley's nerve-wracking and very PG stint at a ladies' hockey camp. This episode causes Riley to become estranged from her parents while also introducing her to new people, emotions, and decisions. Riley was and still is a wonderful, regular child, as is everything and everyone else.
The Rolling Thunder.
Somebody call for a rescue. You call society and all its rules. Cheeks, assemble. It's too heavy.
Mister left a charged electric.
Heave-ho!
He's so masculine.
I don't do manual labor. Doing good for 2 non-crustaceans.
I love science.
No. Faster than grease lightning.
Gone too high. I need to put on the brakes.
Don't try this at home.
Cheers to Sandy for making that shrink wrap.
Well, it takes times I'm gonna stay. Sometimes always come around again. Hey, Ma, hey, Pa.
The residents of Bikini Bottom are terrified when they return to BOOTS and realize they are now imprisoned in a water tank. After using the computer to make sure everyone is in the tank, Phoebe and Kyle discover that Sandy and SpongeBob are gone. Sue comes in and tends to her mutant pet fish, Fishy, while belting out her own rap theme tune. Sandy takes down Sue, knocking her robot head off her body. It flies into the mouth of Fishy, at which point she realizes she has technically become a fish herself, satisfying her. Squidward, Sandy, Krabs, and Patrick learn that the miniature SpongeBobs can be squished together to reassemble the real one. Sandy tells them they have to get Bikini Bottom back into the Each, and she and SpongeBob realize they can get the Cheeks family to help. Sandy lost a tooth from the fight against Sue, leaving her unable to whistle, so SpongeBob does it instead. When Sandy's family arrives, everyone teams up to build a device using Sparky's parts that will propel the tank back to Bikini Bottom. With the power of everyone running to charge it, an electrical blast launches it back into Bikini Bottom and the glass shatters, restoring everything. The Cheeks family move their circus underwater, holding a special show in the Krusty Krab. Sandy joins her family in a song, doing circus acts as her friends watch in amazement. Kyle, Phoebe, and Cuda have been shrunken down their size to watch and given water suits, while Sue herself swims as a part of Fishy. The popular Nickelodeon TV series SpongeBob SquarePants served as the inspiration for the movie Saving Bikini Bottom, the Sandy Cheeks movie.